Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, going to be chilly. We'll get to 48 and sunshine, but there is frost on the ground right now. Leave yourself some extra time to warm up the car. I just have to give this visual, because Cande and I are talking off the air. Cande is back. And I have to speak for you for a second, because
yes,
she's. You're going to say, wow, she still sounds stuffy. Well, she's not allowed to blow her nose for at least another few days.
and this is typical of the recovery, that your nose is stuffed.
Right.
So it's nothing unusual. I believe the surgery was a success. This is all part of the healing process.
What makes me laugh is she's telling me off the air that Brian, her boyfriend Brian, wanted to get her out of the house, take a walk, whatever. But it was so cold, you didn't want all the junk in your nose to freeze. And
exactly.
the
when
visual,
it's really cold and you're already, you're healthy, but
yes,
your snot and your nose freezes.
Yes.
I don't need that kind of torture.
The visual I get when you describe that is the end of The Shining, where Jack Nicholson is frozen in the snow. That would be you outside. So please, don't go outside.
Please, don't shake the cage. The tiger couldn't attack.
That's right.
I was so vile Wednesday after the surgery. I mean, Brian took the brunt of it. I was a misery case, and he's trying to get me to eat some fancy sandwich. I could barely swallow. I'm like, I'll kill you. I'll kill you right now.
Yeah, just get me some chocolate shakes from Carvel. We'll be fine.
Oh, man. I have to say, I did have ice cream, and it was the most soothing. It was like going to heaven. It just was so soothing.
I would have had, like, chocolate or vanilla milkshakes, honestly. Just I don't know that I would have been able to eat with my nose packed.
It's really hard. Hold your nose and try to breathe, chew, and swallow.
No,
Get back to me on that.
I'm getting claustrophobic.
See, your nose,
dying.
now eat something.
No, I can't do it.
Very difficult.
I'm glad you're through. By the way, what was worse, the surgery, the recovery, or the Giants ending in a tie yesterday, Ken?
All right, well, let's put it in perspective. They could have lost. Okay, it was some game. Boy, they keep it exciting. I'll tell you, they keep it exciting.
They do.
I do not understand these new overtime rules. I don't understand where a tie fits into any of it, and I was hoping you could explain this to me.
Okay, so first of all, the Giants should have won the game about 10 different times. So they blew the game. They should have had the game. They blew it. Here's the overtime rules. In the regular season, you play, both teams get to touch the ball unless the first team that possesses the ball in overtime goes down and scores a touchdown. If you get the ball first and you go score a touchdown, game's over. Otherwise, you could go kick a field goal, and then the other team still gets a chance to come back and score and try to tie you or beat you. And it's 10 minutes. They went from 15 minutes down to 10 minutes, and if nobody scores in 10 minutes, it ends in a tie.
I don't like this.
Now, just so you know, in the playoffs, the rules have changed where if you get the ball first and you go score a touchdown, the other team still gets to possess the ball. But in the regular season, they don't want to tax players too much and give them all this extra play. It's tough. It's a tough game. So they're like, if you get the ball first, you go down, score a touchdown, game's over. That's really the only. Other than that,
I don't like the new overtime rules. Don't like it.
But
there should be a winner. There should be a winner, a winner, a winner. I don't care if they play four overtimes.
Hold on. You do know football games have been ending in ties for decades and decades. This has been a thing.
I don't know where I've been for that.
Yeah, games have ended in ties. We've had a few ties.
Well, like I said, they could have lost. They could have won many times, but they could have lost.
Yes.
So, a tie is better than a loss.
A tie is better than a loss, it for sure, especially when trying to get a wild card.
The second, I mean, they always keep it interesting. Like, you can't even get up to, get a drink of water because it's crazy.
Agreed. And I will tell you, the Jet game was worse. The Jets had multiple chances to win it at the goal line. They couldn't punch the ball in from the 1-yard line. Jet fans have to be sick to their stomach today, Candy.
Oh.
Yeah, brutal. Just a They had so many opportunities. So interesting. So better news. Today is my son's 10th birthday.
Yay!
Yeah. I cannot believe it. I have all kids now in double digits, Candy.
You do, you old man. And soon, you're going to have an empty nest before you even realize it.
Please stop. 14, 12, and 10. No single-digit kids anymore. I can't claim, I can't be that, oh, my God, the kids, I'm cleaning up poop, and they're yelling and screaming. No, I mean, they still yell and scream, but, how about this? In 3 years, I'll have all teenagers, Candy. 3 years. I can't. Can't do it.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Can't.
I will be having a ringside seat and enjoying it.
Yeah. So Dana made cakes. Elijah wanted, she makes great cupcakes. But so Elijah wanted actual cake, like the cupcake bottom that she would make, the actual cake part. She made like 2 huge cakes that she's going to frost today. They're like giant rectangle cupcakes, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So she did that yesterday, and she made chicken cutlets yesterday.
Yum.
That was Elijah's birthday. We're going to have it, today also. She made a ton of them, but that was Elijah for his birthday, wanted chicken cutlets, so. Smart
man.
She did that, yeah. 10 years old, big. And I remember, you remember the story. We had a new artist, Joel Kraus, in the delivery room performing songs. You remember that story, Candy?
I put it to the back of my head. Now it's coming forward again.
So he was in town. It was Joel Kraus, for those that remember. We still play some of his songs. He was a new artist, literally 10 years ago today. I was told like a week prior that he was coming to town for his first radio visit. He was going around the country for radio visits. And I said, well, that's great. You're coming into town December 5th, but Dana is going to be induced. But, it's our third kid. Let me ask the doctor if Joel can come up to the delivery room and, before she actually starts to give birth, maybe he could play a couple songs and we can meet him.
Obviously, long before COVID.
Oh, my God. So the doctor approved it. Dana gets to the hospital. They put her in the bed at like 9 a.m. They give her the inducing medicine, whatever, and she's laying there. Nothing, it's going to take a while for something to happen. And a couple of nurses, the doctor, me, Dana laying there in the bed, and the record label, and Joel Kraus performing with his acoustic guitar in the delivery room.
Wow.
Kid. Yeah. That's our memory of.
Yes. I'm surprised you didn't name Elijah Joel.
Yeah, well, do you know that is my father's middle name?
Isn't that something?
Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Yeah, that's
You know
my
what I
father's
saw
middle
yesterday?
name.
I saw Crossroads with Robert Plant and Allison Krauss. It
Yes.
was so delightful. I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
So good on CMT.
They're great.
They're great.
Isn't it wild that Robert Plant was like the heaviest of heavy lead singers? He was like the man, and like all these years now, it's been like 10, 15, 20 years he's doing this kind of low-key thing with Allison Krauss. It's crazy, right?
It makes me love him all the more.
Yeah.
I was talking to my girlfriend. I said, if I saw him, I'd be one of the people that like drops to my knees and goes, "Thank you,
Yes.
thank you." But Allison is so unaffected by him. It's so delightful, and she's so funny. And they did rock and roll, and she thought it was a Def Leppard song.
Oh.
She had no idea. So they're adorable. And I highly recommend seeing at the CMT Crossroads with Allison Krauss, Robert Plant. May I say he looks fantastic. He's still tall and lean. He wears jeans like nobody's business.
There you
Nobody.
go. Katie, we're out of time for this break, but I still have to, later in the 8 o'clock hour, give you the update. My father wanted to update you on something we talked about before you left for surgery. Big doings today. Candy's back. Elijah's birthday, and We've got frost on the ground. We'll get up to about 48 in sunshine. It's going to be a nice sunny day. Some rain's coming in the next few days after. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.